Tonight I'll be reading from my novel in progress titled Children, Animals, and Other Damaged and Defenseless Things. And this particular chapter is called Our Father, Who Art Not in Heaven. Take anything, she said, sweeping an arthritic hand in a feeble circle. Anything you'd like. What do I need with all this? I'm going to die any day now. I can feel it. She paused to massage a swollen ankle, grunting slightly as she bent forward. I glanced around the ivory and gold apartment, crammed with memories of her years as a B-movie actress. Photos of her posed with Frank Sinatra, Jimmy Durante, Ronald Reagan in his early cowboy actor days, grinning that stupid sunny grin, his arms snaked around my older sister. A glossy cheesecake shot of her as a teenager in some white bamboo swimsuit, vamping beside a Palm Springs pool. And angels, little gilded angels and cherubs stuck here and there, her favorite tchotchkes from childhood on. She groaned, resting her hand on her forehead. God, I thought, please not today. Norma, I said carefully, I don't think you're going to die, at least not before tonight. Can you just get dressed so we can go, please? The car's waiting and the party's about to start. We're going to be really late. Oh, that's all you ever worry about, she interrupted. Don't be late. It's always all about you. You. What about me? Don't I count? I stood and reached for the paisley shift we had fished out of the laundry a hamper earlier. Smoothing it slightly, I held it out to her. Norma recoiled, drawing her hands dramatically over one shoulder. That dress is simply hideous, she spat. I cannot face my public in that. What do you take me for? This isn't your public, I said tartly. It's your family. Our family. We were headed out to New Jersey to celebrate our father's 105th birthday. Stepsisters, we shared a father but had different mothers. Separated by a generation, my 50 to her 80, it was that much harder because my mother had been Norma's nanny when Daddy left her mother for mine. Norma had been 10. A scandal then, it still blistered 70 years later. Norma sat on the sofa and sulked, sawing at her nails with a pink emery board. Anyway, I don't have anything to give him as a gift, she said petulantly, so I can't go. Okay, I said, look, I'm going around the corner to buy a card for Daddy. It can be from both of us. When I get back, we're leaving. Oh, I can't, she wailed dramatically. I can't face that woman being my mother who was hosting the party. I'd rather die. Well, Daddy's counting on seeing you, so don't die just yet. Just get ready, okay? I marched to the door and yanked it open. Stepping into the cool marble lobby, I nodded to the doorman as I beelined it to the street. Typical Norma. 2 hours of wheedling and cajoling to get her dressed and into the car, an hour's drive out to the suburbs listening to her complain the entire time, and then a few unpleasant hours of barbs once at my parents', usually culminating in tears and recriminations. Why did you do it, Daddy? She sobbed the last time we attended a family event. Why did you leave Mummy for her? Pointing a bony finger at my 89-year-old mother, she screeched, Homewrecker, trollop, slut! In the stunned silence, I had scampered around gathering up Norma's fur coat, her Chanel sunglasses, and Hermes purse, and hustled her out to the waiting car. And now we were gearing up for another round. If it hadn't been for Daddy's insistence that Norma be at his birthday party, I wouldn't have bothered. Much easier to shuffle her up to the coffee shop on the corner of Madison and 63rd for an early bird dinner than back home to her apartment for TV and bed. 15 minutes later, birthday card in hand, I let myself back in the apartment. Silence. Peeking into the bedroom, there was Norma sitting at her vanity, dressed in the paisley shift, pink terry scuffs wedged on her feet, powdering her nose with an oversized lambswool puff. With a shaking hand, she outlined her lips in a dated shade of fuchsia, then teased her bottle blonde hair into a gauzy hornet's nest, patting it into place with a gesture of satisfaction. I watched as she settled her oversized sunglasses onto her face, wobbled to her feet, and turned. Ah, she screeched, clutching at her throat. I didn't hear you come in. How long have you been standing there spying on me? She sank to the stool, curling into a pathetic lump, and began to cry. I'm sorry, I soothed, helping her up and guiding her toward the door. You look great. Let's not spoil your mascara with tears. Sniffling, she shuffled forward. As we passed the bureau, she clutched at a corner, dragging us to a halt. Wait, she said. Just hold on a minute. She fumbled with the drawer, tugging it open by its cherub pull, and reached in, scrabbling about with her hand. A moment later, she withdrew what looked like a small leather book wrapped in shredded tissue paper and held it up triumphantly. Daddy's birthday gift, she crowed. It's a Bible. Grandpa gave it to me for my 5th birthday. God knows I never had much use for this, and I sure won't be needing it where I'm going. But maybe Daddy wants it. He'll outlive us all, you know. You and I will be lawn bowling up in the clouds, and we'll look down, and there he'll be, sitting at the table, blowing out 140 candles on his stupid cake. And we'll lean out, you and me and all the angels and cherubs, and we'll shout out together, Our Father, who art not in heaven, cursed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, blah, 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 blah. How does it go? Oh, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Hear that, Daddy? Temptation, evil. For thou art the kingdom and the power and the glory, forever and ever and ever and ever. Amen. Yeah, amen to that. She laughed bitterly, wiping tears from her eyes, then took my arm and stepped toward the door. Happy birthday, dear old Daddy. Shall we go? Thank you. Thank you, April.